Well, it looks like there's a lot of people already in the super chat. Let me go ahead and scroll up because, wow, lots of people. Hello, everyone, and welcome to PPG Grandpa's Paramotor Podcast, ClearPropTV, and Paratalk.org. We got Shane's Planet in the house. Everybody's saying hi. We got Kramer. Howdy do, Kramer. Got Scuba. Scrolling through. John Wayne, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. Got Jim from Canada A over at careppg.com and carepp.com. We got the other Nick in the house. What's up? What's up? Tony Marzano and Angela Presslook and more are popping in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And there's Will Fly. If you guys want to be on the spinning wheel of winning things, make sure you at Will Fly and let him know that you are here and you want to win something in the spinning wheel of winning things. Let's start off with saying hello to Paramount USA. What's up, Linda?
Hey, welcome everybody. Welcome my panel. Welcome my guest, Tim. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I get really excited about Monday nights, and I'm just glad everybody's here. Welcome to the chat. Put your questions in. Don't be shy. Make sure you get your name in the spinning wheel. And if you want to get up with me and be a guest on the show, like Tim, just go to paramountusa.com. It'll take you right to my Facebook and just say, hey, I want to be on PPG Grandpa's show, Run Into the Sky.
Woot, woot, woot.
That's it.
Where's the pom-poms? I'm missing the pom-poms. There we go. Don't scare the cat. Gotcha.
Okay.
Now, thank you very much, Linda. Definitely appreciate you being here. And if you want to be on the show, definitely make sure you go over to paramountusa.com and let her know that you want to be on the show. So thanks again, Linda. We also got Jim from Canada A, the only guy I know that has maple syrup spelling money. And people ask, Jim, let me smell your money, sir. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you.
I'm doing well, thank you. That's quite the intro.
I mean, when you travel across the United States and people stop you and say, let me smell your money, you're pretty popular, man.
Yeah. I think they might have kept my hundreds.
Should have just gave them some loonies or toonies.
I should have just let one out at a time.
Well, you are our official sponsor up in Canada. You run carepp.com. Tell us a bit about that. And I hear that I'm worth about 10% or maybe 15. I don't know.
Sure, 10% off if you mention PPG Grandpa at Care Printing. Whatever printing you need, we can accomplish it for you.
I heard that you make checks too, so just make $1 million check out to me and we're golden.
And they're not made out of rubber, I promise.
He also has the PPG calendar, so make sure you go over to ppgcalendar.com and sign up for a free account. Sometimes he just sends out free calendars, so that's pretty awesome. Thank you, Jim, for being here, buddy. We appreciate you.
Awesome.
We also got Scuba Steve in the house. Woot, woot. What's up, Mr. Scuba Steve?
What's up? What's up? How's everybody doing?
Good to see you, man.
Another Monday. Yeah, it's great. It's great. Everybody that lives in Australia, I feel sorry for you. They just banned vaping completely in Australia. So, but you can still go down the corner store and buy cigarettes. Just saying.
Go figure. I didn't know that. Well, since you are a vaping guy, tell us a little bit about your Friday show real quick.
Well, Fridays 8 to 10 Eastern, I do a show about vaping, building various mods and stuff. Most of the stuff you buy nowadays is disposables like this little thing, but a lot of people want to be able to build their own mods, or not really technically the mods, but the coils and cotton and stuff to put in there. That's what I cover on my channel. I'm just trying to get people off cigarettes so that they can live longer.
Well, is there a YouTube channel that they can go to or .com?
I'm sorry. Yes. The easiest way to find my YouTube, just paramotordude.com. That'll take you right to my YouTube channel. Because if you look up Scuba, you're going to come up with a million things. I'm just saying.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much for being here. We definitely appreciate it. We also got Will Fly from willflyppg.com. What's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. And you are on mute. Yep.
I'm always on mute. You know me, man. You'd think I'd figure it out. Well, anyways, no, it's good to be here. Just busy putting everyone in the spinny wheel, and yeah, I'm looking forward to it. got this weekend had a chance to finally fly again. It's been a while. The time in between my flights are like getting bigger and bigger and bigger. But I had the opportunity to hang with a few of my buds at a small little flying event, and it was a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to this flying season. And Bad Apples, man, another what, 2 weeks away? So it'll be a lot of fun.
Excellent. You do anything with your just a tip and whatever like that on your YouTube channel?
No, I'm working on Just the Tip 9.0. It'll be coming out shortly, hopefully before Bad Apples. We'll see how it goes. But if you're interested in flying videos, corny humor, stuff like that, you can check me out at willflyppg.com or just search for Will Fly on YouTube.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much for everything you do. And obviously, guys, if you don't know, Will is the guy that puts all the names on the spinning wheel of winning things. So if you want to be on the spinning wheel of winning things and possibly win something, make sure you at Will Fly in the super chat. We also got another guy, Butch Fly. Butch Fly, how are you doing, buddy?
All right, glad to be here.
So you are running this guy's first candidate, got a paramotor, a trike, a wing. You've been practicing over at Run to the Sky, and a little birdie says that if the wind and weather is good, you might take your first flight tomorrow.
Hopefully, praying. Hopefully.
Awesome. Well, good. I'm very glad that you're here. This is going to be really awesome. Thank you very much, everybody on the panel. But tonight is not about me, and it's not about the panel. Tonight is all about Tim, and he runs Torchport. Matter of fact, he bought Torchport, the airport, and decided to make Torchport 3 years ago. So welcome, Tim. Glad that you made it to the show today.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Absolutely. I'm really excited to ask you some of these questions because we had a little pre-show, and the things that you're talking about were just absolutely incredible. So this, guys, is going to be absolutely amazing. So welcome to the show. Tim, tell us a little bit about yourself and how did you get into paramotoring?
Yeah, so I mean, it's a long story, but making it short, I mean, paramotor flying, I guess, just in general, has always been a passion to me. And yeah, I took my first introductory flight when I was 16. I became a private pilot 32 years later. So I've been flying since 2009, fixed wings. And, you know, just the leaving the ground, right? Just flying around is just amazing. I would be driving around. I'd see these guys buzzing around in these machines with these things happening. And I just got excited about it and tried figuring out what it was. And here we go. PPG it is. So I've been flying PPG for 3 years. Fly my PPG down there. You know, Mike Cotter and Justin Fox got me started. And it's just been an awesome addition to my flying arsenal, if you will.
Absolutely. Now, tonight we're going to be talking a lot about Torchport and the flying that's coming in. But right before we do that, I would like to ask you a little bit of something about your book. You're a published author and you've written a book. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
I can, absolutely. I wrote a book. It's a religious book. It's titled The Single-Minded Christian. Now, mind you, I grew up in the streets of Detroit. I've a broken house, you know, broken life, and I never wanted anything to do with God. I honestly thought he was a crutch that people needed, and I didn't need it, right? Because I figured if you needed something done, you just need to do it yourself. So I ran from God for years, but through the midst of, you know, I guess just living life, you know, getting beat down, you know, coming out of the streets of Detroit, you know, feeling like a failure, I got involved with all sorts of crazy stuff, and I fell into, you know, just stuff that I won't bore you with the details, but it ended up getting me into fear and anxiety and all sorts of things that just became troublesome. And one day, you know, 14 years ago, you know, it got to a point so bad that it was either, you know, I told God one day, I was like, listen, if you're real, you either have to show me or I'm going to come find you. I got to that level in my life that I was ready to just end it. And there was one night that it just happened, man. In a blink of an eye, you know, he showed up and just changed my life. But leading to that, you know, from that anxiety, I go to bed a lot listening to the Bible, right? Listening to, it's just you know, an app, Bible.is. And I do it a lot of times just for comfort, right? Just to hear something and, you know, go to bed that way. Well, one night, listen, I'm telling you, I was sleeping and I heard the word anything go off inside my soul like a time bomb, right? I didn't know what it was. I didn't know what happened. I got up, I pulled my phone away. I started looking at it, and I was in the book of James. It was just playing, right? I was just sleeping. It was just playing. And I rewound it and I listened to it again. And it was a part of James that said, a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. Let not that man suppose he'll receive anything from the Lord. And at that moment, that word anything went off again like a time bomb. And for the next 2 years, I started researching, because think about it. It said that, a double-minded man shouldn't expect to receive anything from God. And I mean, what is that? What is anything? What does that cover? To me, that included salvation. It includes any and everything, right? So I was like, hold on a minute. I need to back up. So I spent 2 years researching the book of James, studying the Bible, graduating. I graduated from a couple of different Bible colleges just so I could learn, right? And that book, The Single-Minded Christian, is a product of 2 years of studying. What does double-mindedness mean? And by and large, most professing Christians today are double-minded and don't even know it. And that book goes into details of what it means and how to overcome it, and just, clear the mechanism, right? And become a better person.
That is really awesome. And where can we go to check out this book?
Yes.
Amazon has it. The Single-Minded Christian. You can be found on Amazon.
Cool.
And again, did you say something?
No, I just said that's really cool. I
Oh,
want to read
yeah.
that. I want to get that book.
Yeah, so the book, it is on Amazon, and so
Yeah.
I run a homeless shelter, and it's called Homeless Angels. So we have 2 shelters, and this book, every dollar that comes in from this book goes to support those homeless shelters. We house anywhere from 120 to 140 homeless on any given night in 2 different shelters. Lansing is our core Michigan one, and then I've got another shelter in Shiawassee County, the only shelter in Shiawassee County. So we're just kind of throw some info in that. I mean, as of last night, we had 61 children in shelter. So the proceeds from the book, I mean, we house them. We provide 3 meals a day. I've got substance abuse coaches. I've got people that help build resumes. We've got people that help move them in and out into, when we get them through the system back into mainstream society and into apartments. So it's a really big operation. So again, I just want to throw that out there because there's so much need out there and it's only getting worse.
Amen.
You are a really awesome guy. You really are, Tim.
Yeah. I am
Wow.
so moved by this.
Right.
Just, man, yeah. I just get a little choked up just hearing your testimony. Not change the subject, but it's so familiar to my son Robert, who does paragliding talk on Thursday nights. He too, he's a pastor in San Diego now, and saying your testimonies are so similar. That's why I'm so touched by this, and I definitely gotta, tell him about you and get your book and all that stuff, Tim. So yeah,
appreciate
definitely. I'm speechless right now. I think it's really awesome.
I am too. You're amazing, man. Amazing book, and amazing things that you're doing with your life. Just phenomenal.
Hey man, it's at this point in time, it's a calling. I'm just an average dude. I get up doing the same thing every single day, but you just gotta be focused and want more. And I truly want more for people at this stage of life, and so that's what the fly-in is all about. Trying to raise as much money as we can to feed people in northern Michigan.
Does this book explain how you went from like rags to riches, or is that going to be another book, or is that a whole nother story?
I mean, that is really a whole nother story. I mean, that book, really came from that word anything and studying the, double-mindedness, because, from running from God for so long and then finally realizing, through that moment that I needed him, right? In order to get over the fear and anxiety and just live a normal life, I needed him, right? And so that book is really geared towards that, the story of Detroit and coming out of Detroit and, no college education and running now, 3 Inc. 5000 companies and, multiple nonprofit organizations. That my man is a whole nother story.
Okay.
Wow, sounds like another podcast to talk about too. That's really amazing. So you bought an airport. Tell us about why you bought the airport and what happened after that.
Yeah, so we bought the airport 3 years ago, and really, my love of flying and aviation and the aviation community and how tight knit, it can get with a bunch of good people that just want to, focus on the same thing. This airport had been for sale for a long time. It was a failed development. It's in the most beautiful, perfect location for a little community airport, right? I mean, literally, the moment your feet get above the tree line, you can see Lake Michigan on one side, Torch Lake on the other, and it's just Caribbean blue. It's just amazing. But more importantly, there's so many little airports that are just going by the wayside. I mean, we've got one just south of us, Acme Airport, that's no longer gone. It's just grown up in its fields. People just, there's no, these small airports, there's no government funding for them. People have to want to maintain them themselves, and it's just getting tougher. So I bought this with the idea of preserving it for a lifetime, right? It was a failed development. We're changing things around a little bit. There are some commercial hangars in there. There was, I forget what it was, 32 residential lots, but we're getting rid of all that, and we're just building it in a way that it's just, it will always be there for people to use for aviation. There was never any paramotor flying in there prior to me buying it, but now there is. And I think it's a hidden gem, and it's starting to be shown.
So how did the flying come to be? I mean, with the first year that you decided, I want to do something with paramotors, I want to do a flying, how'd that actually come about?
Well, so prior, there wasn't fly-ins happening for several years before I took ownership of it, but there were fly-ins, like fixed wing general aviation fly-ins that were going on. They would do a pancake breakfast for, I think, for the local fire department, and they would raise a couple $100s a year. And so I just wanted, because we have my wife, let me step back and give her the credit. My wife her name is Tracy. She puts on fundraising events because we do so many nonprofit things with the homeless shelters and whatnot. She is absolutely phenomenal at putting things together. So we said, let's just build this and let's do it for a bigger cause. And so we put it together. But part of it was when we did that first one coming out of COVID, during that, everybody had been cooped up for so long, right? And so we said, let's do something that we just kick off summer in northern Michigan. So we hired the guys that do the fireworks show for the Traverse City Festival, which is a big deal, right? Traverse City's Cherry Festival, if you ever seen it, they put on a huge fireworks show. So we hired that company to come put on our fireworks show. So that really kicked off summer. We were like, we want fireworks. We want to fly in. We just want this thing. Well, I want people out of their houses, man. I want them back, out, on the grass and doing something good. So that's really what started it, getting people back out of the house. And this will be the third year that we have it. There we go.
So what are we looking at, Will, real quick? I assume it's Will that's zooming in. Will?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he's on mute.
So somebody's about to show the airport and where my stomping ground is.
All right.
Like it's a little further south there, Will. I see Torchport Airport just down below.
Okay, so yeah, this is the aerial view. You can hear me now, right?
Yes.
All right, so
There you go.
right here
Airport.
is, let me zoom back out here real quick. What is this lake right here?
Wow, that's Grand Traverse Bay.
Okay, and then Torch Lake is here. Well, that's a big lake. That looks like a beautiful place to fly.
It is amazing.
It is beautiful.
Am I getting close to the airport here?
Yeah, I think you got to go down.
Go south.
Yeah.
So for those of you that are listening to this podcast right now, what we're doing is we're looking at a Google Map satellite view and looking at Torchport Airport right now.
There you go. So the east-west runway, that clearing is about 4,000 foot, if that gives you a perspective of the size of this. That middle pie-shaped area, when we bought it, it was full of trees. We cleared that, leveled it, and that whole thing now is just, I mean, you can just run right across it.
Nice. What are the prevailing winds there? Are they mostly east-west?
Yeah, mostly east-west. Out of the west, prevailing is coming right across from the bay.
Yeah, really nice.
It's beautiful out there.
I mean, as you can see, like I said, the moment you crest those trees, I mean, it's just beauty in every direction.
Yep.
Now, it's very possible that people are listening to this right now while they're driving and listening to their favorite podcasting app. Tell us a little bit about how do we get to your website? How do we learn more about Torchport fly-in?
So Torchport, I think the Facebook page really has all of the things on there for it. And it's just Torchport Air Park, or Torchport Air, Torchport Air Park on Facebook, or .com, torchportairpark.com will do the same thing. But most of the events, you know, the fly-in flyers and events, and you know, the pancake breakfast stuff, all that kind of stuff is right there on the Facebook.
Tell us about that breakfast, the pancake. Tell me more about that.
Yeah, so the event, the fly-in, the Memorial Weekend fly-in. So we have everything from camping. We'll have, you know, everybody will come up, bring campers, they'll camp. We've got fixed wings coming in. They'll be able to camp under the wings. So check-in is May 26th. We've got a pancake breakfast right here on the morning of the 27th. 8 to 11:30, we've got a charity cornhole happening on the 27th as well. That there'll be a double elimination cornhole tournament on runway, you know, right on the runway. We've got tandem flights happening. We've got fireworks at 10 o'clock. And again, we use the same company that does it. Last year, the fireworks show was 26 minutes. I think it set everybody back in their chair because they weren't expecting, you know, that type of event at a little charity outing that we put on. But we're doing it again this year.
It's almost 30 minutes of fireworks?
Yeah, it was next level. And we're going to do it again. Again, it's my way of giving back to the community to kick off summer. And that's what me and my wife donate as part. We fund that out of our pocket, the fireworks show. Again, it's just a way to give back and get people out of the house and kick off summer up here in Northern Michigan.
All right. So do we need to like prepay online or just go there and pay while we're there? What's the price of being a pilot? How about family and friends that come with us?
Yeah, so we don't charge anything for anything. Camping, the fireworks show, nothing, except for the pancake breakfast. I think it's $5 for the pancakes and sausage, which are just delicious. I think it's $5 a person. Other than that, we don't charge anything. Everybody knows it's what we're doing, you know, who we're supporting and where all the money goes to. So if people want to donate to the cause, they can donate. And everything just goes back to 4 different food banks that surround Torch Lake. And then we support a teen center for troubled teens in the area. That's the 5 that have benefited from this event last year.
That was really awesome. Are there any questions in the super chat? Scuba Steve, is there any questions?
Yeah, Mike Cotter, I guess Fly My PPG, wants to know when the cannonball contest at your house is, Timothy.
Oh, man. So, I mean, we might have to talk about that. But I will say this. I just went down, and I'm letting a secret out of the bag because nobody knows about this yet, but I just went down and I went through Myron Mixon's barbecue school with him for the weekend. I stayed with him for the weekend, and I did that. So we've got a smoker, and I've got a whole hog coming Saturday morning, and it's going to smoke for 24 hours, a 150-pound hog. Sunday, for my paramotor friends that are up here staying with us, we're going to have a pool party at my house and a barbecue. On Sunday, I mean. Saturday, we've got all these other events. Sunday, we're just going to come over here when the winds aren't right in the middle of the day and have a pool party and eat barbecue.
Wow.
I hope that will suffice the cannonball thing, Mike.
That is pretty freaking cool, man. That's really awesome.
So I got a question about the fly-in. What types of activities do you have for pilots, and what all's going on at the fly-in?
So we'll have both fixed wing and paramotors. The paramotors, you know, a lot of the guys are just going to come and stay up all weekend, right? They're going to come in, you know, Thursday, Friday, camp out all weekend and just fly. Saturday, you know, last year I think we had about 25 or 26 fixed wing airplanes come in on Saturday for the pancake breakfast. Other than that, I mean, we're going to do the paramotor tandem flights are going to happen. I would love to get enough guys together to do another paramotor show Saturday night before the fireworks, because that's just really fun. And again, there's so many people that come out from the community to see the fireworks show that we're introducing aviation and flight to people that would have never otherwise seen it. So I'm excited about that. And I hope that answered your question.
Cool. Thank you.
How many pilots were there last year? How many are you expecting this year?
So I don't know what we're going to expect this year. I really haven't heard. Last year, I think we had 25 or so campers with pilots, PPG pilots. And like I said, there's 25 or 6 fixed wings that came in on Saturday. They all flew back out. So it was a pretty active runway there on Saturday.
Right on.
It sounds really amazing. Any other questions in the super chat or on the panel?
So you had about 50 pilots there, and you said you raised how much last year?
Last year we raised just over 26,000. It was like 26,300 for those 5 charities.
Wow, that's really cool.
Well, if Tim wants to make a plane run and come around to each one of our houses to pick us up, I'll go to the Torchport flying. Bring my paramotor, I'll drag it on the plane. Let's go.
So you don't charge for anything except for the pancake breakfast, and you're able to raise $26,000 in a weekend. That is absolutely incredible. I don't know how you do it, but that is really amazing.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's all for a good cause, but we really try to hit up a lot of businesses and sponsors and try to get people involved that might not even show up, but know that it's for a good cause.
It looks pretty well removed from town, from the town of Torchport. Is that right? So,
Yeah.
I mean, how did the locals accept you? I mean, what's their feedback? A lot of interest.
Yeah, a lot of interest. A lot of people will come out and just watch the flying. But again, so we turn the whole thing into, a summer kickoff. So now there's so many locals that come from all over the place, and get there early Saturday and watch the flying, and they'll line the streets and fill the line the runways and get ready for a fireworks show, because we put on a better fireworks show than Traverse City. So
Good for you, man.
Eric wants to know, are they going to get warm donuts, granddaughter, like they did Monday morning last year?
Oh man. All right, so somebody's talking about Brownwood Farms, I imagine, right? So Brownwoods kicks off that weekend, and it's a Sunday only deal. You go get these little tiny warm donuts. Last year, I think somebody rolled over there and got like 50 dozen of them and brought some back. So I'm almost positive my granddaughter, who's now 6 and can't wait for them to open, will be doing something similar.
Awesome. There you go, Eric. Get you some donuts.
That is a lot of donuts.
That's a lot of donuts. So listen, I'm kidding. So he's talking about these donuts. When I just left my granddaughter in Florida, who lives with me, and she's not going to be back here for 2 weeks. When I left there to drive here, she said, when we get back, she calls me Gaga. When I get back, we're going straight for donuts, but it doesn't open till that weekend. So that's when it's going to.
Bonnie
I love it.
wants to know what time check-in is.
Anytime. I mean,
Anytime.
I live across the street. Anybody can call me. We'll go over there and get you set up. So Thursday, Friday, whenever people want to get up here, it'll be ready to roll.
Oh, that's good to know.
Yeah.
Cool. Oh yeah, definitely gonna be there for that pancake breakfast.
Yeah.
Already put that on my bucket list because I missed it last year. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to all the festivities this year and meeting up with so many people I haven't met in person yet. It's going to be really cool. Even my son Ryan, that's we're all going up there together. He's thinking about going up, taking his first tandem. So it's pretty exciting.
See what you started, Linda.
Hey,
Hey, I've got Sean. I've got a couple of videos that Mike sent us that I'd like to share with you.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Get the right one.
Okay, so Will is going to be sharing some videos with us. So if you're listening to this podcast on your favorite podcasting app, please make sure you run over to the actual video and check it out.
Hey, just see. Just let me know if you can see it.
Don't see anything but a
I-
cursor about the size of a truck.
Yeah. I see it, and then some clouds.
Give it
That's
a second. There's a delay. And if it didn't work, then I just have to try it again, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's try one more time. That might
trying
be
to zoom in on it or something, I think.
it. Zoom. All right. There we go.
That's
There we
better.
go.
Hey, that guy looks familiar.
All right. So tell us, Tim, who are these two guys?
Yeah, well, that's me and Mike Cotter.
Right on. And was this part of your training or?
Yeah, that was training right there, man. That was oh no. I'm bearded up, man. That looks like that was last year at the fly-in.
Yeah, nice to see Mike working. He's your wingman, isn't he?
Yeah, he was that day.
Literally a wingman. So what kind of wing is that right there? I can't really tell. It kind of looks like a charisma, but I may be wrong.
Mhm.
Better ask Mike.
Mike.
You're right. He's like,
Mike. I don't think Mike can
Tim's
hear
like,
me.
Tim's like, it's a wing. That's what I would say. Like, what kind is it? It's a wing.
Yeah, he
Mike
told me it
was
would hold me up, and I believed him.
Mike says he's coming early for his advanced training class or advanced
Yeah.
refresher training.
Let's go, man.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Look what you guys built. I'm taking video, which I'm going to do the screenshot. So Timmy Baise,
Yeah, man.
what does this place mean to you?
Uh-huh.
Why did you bring it up? Why'd you make it?
Oh,
So
this
the-
is it right here. The pilots, aviation.
Is there a
some of
video
the
that's-
opportunities?
It's not showing the
enjoy
video, Will. It's
God
just
country. And we have it up here, man. This is amazing.
It's not showing the video?
No, it
it's
just
showing that
has a
picture.
picture.
Huh. Well, I even optimized, so I don't know what's going on there.
I'm gonna try it one more time. Go ahead and kill it and try it one more time just to see if something weird's going on. Because I thought it was just a picture with audio behind it.
No, it's actual video.
Okay. All
That
right.
looks like video there.
Buddy. Paramotor, ultralight, fixed wing, what are you thinking?
It's
Done.
Yeah, done. We have the ability to do all of it right here, right now.
Okay, so it's still not moving?
No, but we can
Okay.
listen to it. But we can listen to it. That's fine.
Okay, well, and also we can, and Tim can, chime in.
That's awesome.
For the peoples.
Oh, the peoples.
Right on.
For the
brother. Thanks.
peoples.
Hey, Timmy.
Super stoked. What?
Timmy
What?
Baise. What's up, man?
No, he didn't. No,
So,
he didn't.
what time you thinking? 8:30.
I don't even know what time it is.
How many people do you think you got here?
I don't know. We're stacking up. This is awesome.
So this is your first official fly-in.
First official flying.
Are you happy about it?
Oh no, hey, I couldn't be happier. Look at it. We're flying.
We are flying. Dude,
Fireworks in a minute. Air show. Smoke bombs. What?
what's this place? Shush. Let me stop. Ask you a question or two.
So what it looks like to me, I guess since you can't see it, it looks like there was this the beginning of the fly-in, Tim?
Yeah, I think Mike just grabbed a hold of me in the middle of the day on Saturday. It sounded like we're going to do fireworks a little bit later that day. I think he just came up and impromptu stuck his phone in my face and just started going at me.
That's how you do it, right? So I think I probably should stop it there. Without the video, it's probably not making much sense, Sean, but
Okay. You got some more clips though, right, Will?
those were the clips that I had. So I guess I could take some screenshots and a little later put them up.
Okay. Well, Tim, if you know what the clips were about, if you wanted to go into it, you're more than welcome to.
Yeah, honestly, I haven't seen it in a
Okay.
year or two since he did it. So
All right, no big deal. All right. Any other questions in the super chat or on the panel for Tim? Now, I know that we talked a little bit, Tim, before we started, that you said you got about 40 flights in, you got the Parajet, you got a Moster 185 and you go fly, you're looking to get a tandem trike. So tell us a little bit about the tandem and all that fun stuff in the future.
Oh, no, I got it. It's
Oh, you got it. Oh, okay.
in my garage. I just have not been trained and I haven't flown. I've been up in it once, but I got a Fly Products trike with a Cosmos 300, color corded to my favorite color, orange, and I just need to get up. I just need to get out there and fly this thing.
That's a strong motor there. Yeah, that'll get 2 people up, no problem.
I'm going to try one more thing, if you don't mind, Sean.
Yes, please do.
It might not work. We'll find out. Let's see. 5.
We've had some technical difficulties every once in a while. It happens.
Yeah, it does. That's okay. So,
Internet.
Butch,
Yeah.
make sure that Sean records your first flight, man. You got to have that, even if it's from the ground.
We will definitely have first flights if Butch is able to make it up
Right.
tomorrow. It's all weather dependent, of course, and
Oh, yeah,
we
definitely.
need to do a little bit more, checking and stuff in the morning to make sure that that we got a good hang check, and we go through a couple more, inflations to make sure that he knows what he's doing, and then we'll do some power taxis and see what we can do.
Oh boy.
So Timmy Baise,
Yeah, man.
Nope.
what does this place mean to you? Why did you bring it up? Why'd you make it?
is the video moving?
No.
No,
Yeah.
but
This is it right here.
Sound.
The pilots, aviation.
Gosh, I don't know.
that's all right. Go ahead and let the clip roll so we can hear what he's talking about. That's fine.
Okay, well then let's do. Let me do another one then. Let's see
Okay.
here. And thank you, Jeremy. I got that. We'll see. Jeremy sent some pictures, so I'll go through those and.
Jade wants to know, what kind of fixed wing do you fly, Tim?
I currently fly a Cessna Grand Caravan.
Oh man, that's nice. That's perfect for jumping. No, the Grand Caravan. Yeah,
Yeah.
the Caravan. That's the big.
Yeah.
That's the big one. The big boy.
Yeah. Turbine
Nice.
engine, 10-passenger plane.
Yeah, nice.
For those of us that don't know what kind of airplane that is, can you explain a little bit for us?
So have you ever seen the high wing plane that FedEx uses all the time? You ever see a FedEx plane? 90% of the time, it's going to be a Grand Caravan. They use it because it can haul so many packages. You can load that thing up. I mean, I've had 9 people on it with full luggage, from here to Florida, and it just flies.
Wow. Okay.
Hey, Timmy.
Super stoked. What?
Timmy
Oh,
Baise.
that one.
What's up, man?
No, he didn't.
So,
he didn't.
what time you think it is? 8:30.
I don't even know what time it is.
How many people you think you got here?
I don't know. We're stacking up. This is awesome.
So this is your first official flying.
First official flying.
Are you happy about it?
Oh no, hey, I couldn't be happier. Look at it. We're flying.
We are flying. Dude,
Fireworks in a minute. Air show, smoke bombs. What?
what's this place? Yes. Ask you a question or two.
So that's what I got. I know it didn't solve the problem there, but at least, yeah, we got something out of it.
Oh,
That's good. Is that all that was on that clip?
That was it. Yeah.
Okay.
For a little clip. So without the pictures, it's just like a real bummer, but
yeah.
That's no problem. It's all good.
there's another option. Let's see if Jeremy, thank you, man. He sent a one clip here that might work, and it might be a resolution issue, but I saved it at a real low resolution.
Tim, Eric's got a question for you. He said, did the resident that lives on the runway move out because he wants to buy that house?
Yeah, not yet, man. We're pushing for it, but not yet.
Okay, thanks.
What's going on? Well, I don't understand that.
So again, remember we talking it was a failed development. They've tried to put some residential homes in there, and it failed, for a couple decades there. And so they built one spec home, and it's right on the runway, and they sold it to a lady that's non-aviation. And so she doesn't like any type of aviation. Prior to me buying it, nothing was happening there. And now you got planes and PPG flying and all kinds of stuff, and she just don't like it. So she needs to move off the airport.
Oh, okay.
One would think.
One would think, right?
All right, can you see this?
We can see that.
Yep. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited.
Wow, it's not
It
working.
moved. Nothing
Yeah,
moved.
it's just a still picture for us. Well, at least for me.
Dang, these are great shots. So,
Eh.
well, you're just gonna have to take my word for it. They were
Maybe Will, you can run them up and put them on your YouTube channel real quick, and that way we can see them.
That's not a bad idea if YouTube's
Mhm.
fast enough for that.
Yeah, it's pretty fast.
I guess
Well,
I could. We'll see what I can do.
We know that Linda Anderson went up to Torchport last year and took her first tandem. Going to be taking another tandem. Real quick, Linda, tell us about your experience at Torchport. What do you think about it? And should other people go and check it out? Obviously, yes, but
Absolutely. Yes, absolutely. And if you never went on a tandem before, you got to do it just once. You really do. And as I always tell people, once you go, it's like potato chips. You can't just have one, you get up there and it was a feeling that I can't even describe, because everybody that goes up has a different reaction, different feeling, when they're up in the air. And for me personally, it was life-changing. It was life-changing because I was right smack, you guys know, I was right smack in the middle of a new journey in life. And that's how I'm going to put it. And it's not like I just woke up in the morning and said, I knew I was going to Torchport, and everything to meet Jade and Eric. And I was like, not like I woke up and said, oh, I'm going to go, I think I'll go fly today. Something I had to really process for like months. Can I do this? Can I do this? And before I know it, I was sitting in the seat, and you see, I put the video back on Facebook because I just love to watch it. And before I knew it, I was sitting in the seat and got up in the air, and everybody said they could hear me yelling all the way down the field. I was so excited. And then poor Eric, I'm up in the air, and we got our headsets on, and I'm sure he was like talking to me, the whole time. I'm crying, I'm laughing, and I'm just yelling, and it was so awesome. And so I want to feel that again, and that's why I'm ready to go back up again on a Memorial weekend or whatever. But yeah, it's something that I don't know. It's something I thought I would never try. I would never do, So
Right.
Yes, absolutely. First class flying ever. I have to say kudos to everybody that, put this on. Yeah, I would definitely going back up. Maybe I'll even try and get 2 tandems in that day. Who knows? It's like the sky. What do they say? The sky's the limit. There you go.
unless you're Elon Musk. You know what? I think I'm going to make a new T-shirt. It's going to be a quote: "A tandem is like potato chips," and that's for you.
Thanks. That'd be cool.
I never heard anybody refer to tandems like potato chips. That was pretty awesome. You made me smile.
Well, you should be used to me on the show now, because you never know, like whatever pops in my head, I just I say those silly little things or whatever. So yeah, I got a shout out to Jeremy. Say hi to Jeremy there. When I got there, the first day that I got there, whatever, he was the first one to walk up to me, and he recognized me. Of course, I had my cowboy hat on because this is my signature, Tim, so everybody can find me when I'm there or whatever. And he was the first one to come up and give me a hug and say, hey, it's Paramom. And man, I felt so good that I knew it was going to be a good day. And I'm like, yeah, I'm going up in the air. And I did. So, and I had the best pilot ever. Thank you, Eric Lear and Jade, was the best teacher, just making me feel, they both made me feel so comfortable. And I'm going to say real quick, I'm going to give kudos out to Northern Lights Paramotors LLC. I love you guys bunches, and I can't wait to see you. So that's it.
Sorry, Will, whatever you were showing, it wasn't showing, so I killed it. So if you want to try that again, you're more than welcome to.
No, I give up.
It was just a blank screen with a little pixel on the bottom that was green. So I didn't know what
Yeah,
that was.
I don't know what's going on there. That's weird. Those were just pictures too.
Now, might need to reboot.
Maybe.
That's what Jim and Candace says. You got to reboot because that's what it's all about. Jim is going to roll his eyes and go blind, rolling his eyes at me. You know I love you. You know I love you, bro.
I didn't know you were talking to me until you said boot, because I thought you said Jim and Candace. I'm like, oh, who are those people?
Yeah, who's Jim and Canada? That's crazy.
Yeah,
Oh, well, Scuba Steve, it's working. I can see that.
Okay, so this is Torchport, 2021, I do believe, is what she's got.
If you turn down the sound so we can hear you and not her music, or else we're gonna be booted off because of her
All
music.
right, there we go.
I'm blessed. It's only an hour drive for me.
This
It's
is
like right there.
It's only like 3
Oh,
minutes.
cool.
The Mackinac Bridge.
So Tim, you can
Good
see what's
dear.
going on. Can you tell us what we're seeing right here on this video?
Yeah, man, it looks like somebody's driving in to the airport. I don't know whose video this is, unless it's Eric.
It's Jade's.
Yeah, there you go. So it looks like they put together the video coming in. Obviously, they got to cross the Mackinac Bridge to get down to us, and there it is.
Hey, I know them.
So cool.
So
Oh
once
my
again, guys, if you're listening to this on your favorite podcasting app, make sure you run over to iflyparamotors.com and check out the actual video, because this is really cool. And definitely check out Torchport and check out the fly-in. You can find that over at Torchport. What is it? Torchport Fly-in on Facebook?
Torchport Air Park on Facebook.
Okay.
Look at that. So
Wow.
cool. Oh my gosh. I'm so psyched right now.
It is absolutely amazing. I mean, it just is amazing how this little bit of fabric about the size of, a tent, if you unroll a family-sized tent that you can go and camp out, can attach to string, attach to lines, and a backpack with a motor, with a weed eater motor, can take you up to 18,000 feet. Just absolutely incredible, this sport.
So was that spontaneous formation flying, or did you guys try and arrange that?
No, those were just spontaneous flying at that point in this particular video.
Cool. But you're planning on trying to do some kind of an arranged flying?
Yeah, so wasn't last year, the first year, there was a bunch of them that didn't arrange a flight. But yeah, that fireworks show, it's all grassed in now. You can see where all the trees that we took down. But yeah, that fireworks show goes off right in the middle, and it was, like I said, that one that they were there was 26 minutes long, and I'm gonna try to beat it this year if I can.
Tony's asking what the rules are for generators. You have to cut them off at 10 p.m. or a certain time, or
Nope. No one had an issue with anything out there last 2 years, and the township does not have noise ordinances. So I mean, I guess it's going to be your paramotor buddies next door, whether they come and unplug it or something if you leave it running. I don't know how that works, but no issues.
excellent.
Really don't have too many people at fly-ins that really have any gripes. It's usually just getting together, enjoying, finding people that they've been watching on YouTube for a long time. They're like, wow, I've known you, I've been talking with you, and then now I actually get to meet up with you, have a drink, and talk paramotors. How awesome is that?
It's awesome.
Exactly.
How many people do you think go to these fly-ins that are not pilots just to be able to meet up with other pilots?
Well, all I can do is speak for ours, and because we do the cornhole and the pancake breakfast and the fireworks, I mean, we'll literally have hundreds and hundreds of people that show up for those events outside of the fly-in, the aviators.
Wow.
I saw a guy when I was at this air show, and they were flying F-22s and F-35s, And this guy goes to every air show. And I told him I flew a paramotor. He's like, you know, them guys flying them jets up there have balls, but you got to have really big balls to go up and fly under a piece of fabric. And I was like, I don't know, man. I think the jets would be a little bit more scary to fly than the paramotor.
I don't know. I think it's nice and relaxing in a paramotor, you know, and when you get up really high, you can cut your motor, pop your earmuffs off, and now you're just gliding. You just hear the wind going through your lines and the breeze and looking at everything. It's just absolutely amazing. And these wings nowadays, they're so efficient. You can really glide for a long time with the motor off. And depending on how you are, you can actually probably catch some thermals and stay up there for a long time. Tim, what's the longest that you normally go up for as far as flying a paramotor?
So again, me personally, I don't have enough flights in. I don't have enough time under my belt. So that's a tough question for me. But to point on what you just talked about, since Mr. Cotter's on there, I mean, that's what he had me do the very first time my feet left the ground, flew up, told me to keep climbing. Very first time, he goes, all right, now that you're up there, shut your engine off. And it took me 4 or 5 times to do it, but I finally shut that engine off. And like you said, it is just surreal, man. It's so peaceful. And to be able to just put your feet back on the ground without not ever turning that engine on your very first time, it was amazing.
Scuba, you can check your messages.
I've got messages coming in like crazy.
Well, I sent you a link specifically.
Okay, let me see if I can get this one going. All right, there's that video you wanted to share. All right, let me see if I can pull that one out and try and do it. There we go. And zoom and share.
I tell you guys, I would not be able to do the show without you. Scuba Steve, Will Fly, Butch Fly, Jim from Canada, Paramom USA. Thank you so much for helping out.
All right.
I love this life.
If you can turn off the music or turn it down, please.
All right. Well, I didn't know it was going to have music. That's why.
That's okay. Thank you.
Let me turn it down even more then.
Yeah.
There we go.
All right. So what are we looking at?
Yeah, so I mean, we're probably literally right above the airport. And again, you can see lakes in any direction that you go in. I don't know if that's over the bay or over Torch at that direction, but it's, man, I mean, I'm telling you what, I can't wait.
It looks really amazing. Now, how are the winds aloft over there? Are they usually pretty good? Can you take off early in the morning? Can you fly all day? How does that work over there?
Yeah, I mean, morning and night. I mean, your typical flying, depending on the day. I mean, one day, one of these shows, I mean, it was a perfect day and people flew all day long there. But you do get the prevailing winds out of the west. And, you do have the 2 lakes on both sides and the ground in the middle. So it does get thermally during the day.
This is you flying here, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's what Mike said. So nice.
Yeah, my house is literally right under me right now, and you can see how close I am to the airport.
Yeah, it's pretty close.
Yeah, it's just it's awesome.
Here, if you were able to clear out a little field there, you could just fly from your house to the airport.
So I have had somebody land at my house already.
Wow.
So they just came right around the front of the lake and landed right in my yard.
That's awesome. But too small to take off, but you can land there, huh?
Oh, no, you could take off there if you wanted to.
Really?
No.
All right.
I wouldn't do it, but some of these guys that know what they're doing, I mean, have at it.
Well, that's interesting. Fly up to your house, knock on your door. Hey, let's go fly. How fun would that be?
Awesome.
Man,
So flying the shore there, what are the outs like? Where you just pretty much fly at altitude and
Yeah, flying out. So there's a lot of fields around there, and me flying there. I mean, I just go up and I always have the field in sight. But a lot of these guys will come up and they'll just fly all the way down the shoreline. The shore, as you can see, is really shallow. Although I'll never want to get waterbound, but it's there's a lot of outs.
is there an actual beach on the shore?
So on Lake Michigan, there is over on the bay on Torch. It's not a beach. If you look at that, if you're right on the shoreline, it's probably 100 feet, 200 feet or more before you get in over your head on Lake Michigan, because there's a lot of sandbars.
There was a really good question Bonnie had brought up about food during, like, you do the breakfast, but is there food provided or arranged for supper and lunch, like food trucks or something?
No, so we haven't done food trucks. Just a couple miles up the road is a Eastport market, and they have all sorts of, I mean, they've got some of the best ribs and chicken. And I'm not saying that just for this, like every single weekend we go get some ribs there. I don't know what this guy's. That must be after the fly-in. I mean, because it does take a lot to put these fly-ins on. But Eastport is just a couple miles up the road, and they've got so much food. There's restaurants within 4 miles, so there's a lot of things that people just go to when they come in like that.
Beautiful. And we found out what wing you fly. It's ozone spider, I believe. Yeah,
Oh.
ozone spider.
Spiders are really nice. They are so light and lifty. You can pretty much do a reverse in like 2 or 3 miles an hour.
And that is matched with the Maverick, right? The
The Parajet Maverick? I think
Yeah.
so. I think that's what he said.
Tony was asking what the difference was between the Spider and the Spider 3, and I don't know. Other than to say the Spider 3 is probably better.
I've flown the Roadster 3 and the Spider 3, and the difference is if you ever flown a Roadster 3, the Roadster is just a little bit heavier and you need a little bit more oomph to get it up. The Spider is like somebody is trying to lift it up off the ground above your head. It's like cheating. You know, if you were just flying a Roadster, a Spider 3 is like cheating. It's really amazing. Very light, very lifty.
$700.
Yeah, the difference. That's the difference. About $700. Fly my PPG says.
Yeah, but spiders are really good. If real quick in the super chat, what kind of wing do you fly, and how many meters is it? I fly many different wings. I enjoy the Gen Vantage 3. It's a 28 meter. The large. I have the Roadster 3, 28 meters. I like the big wings because I like to be, I like it lifty. I like a nil wind to be able to take off in 10 steps. Nil wind, I like that. I got the APCO hybrid wing. The Gen Vantage is a hybrid, but it's a motor mountain wing, so it's fun to thermal in that. The F3 from APCO. I really enjoy the more sportier wings now that I've been in the sport a little bit. So what do you guys like to fly? Let me know in the super chat, please.
I had something interesting happen to me. I got my wing back after having it inspected. It had about 175 hours on it approximately. But the guy said that for porosity wise and its condition, that it was as if it had only been flown for about 100 hours. So I was pretty pleased with that. But all I've ever done for pushing that wing is some wing overs and maybe some power forwards. But the lines, some of the lines were a little stretched. And he adjusted those lines, and it pulling my wing up now, it's like night and day. It just pops up and it stays above me. Now, I don't know if it's because I'm so used to kiting now, it's so much easier, but when I first got that wing, it had maybe 50 hours on it or so. And it was really quite difficult to kite, and it wouldn't just sit above me.
Mm-hmm.
It would frontal collapse, but now it's like it stays there by itself. It's crazy.
It's
probably gotten better too.
Could be.
Well, it's amazing when you get your lines actually fixed. Matter of fact, a little plug for paraglider inspections. Andrew Fuller does them down in Florida, and he fixed and inspected one of our wings that we use for students. And he is a little bit more, I don't know, I feel like he's more detailed. He looks a lot more into it, and he checks all the different lines, and he got this wing made it perfect. So paraglider inspections, check that out down in Florida with Andrew Fuller. But yeah, Jim, I totally understand when it's a little bit off, just a little bit off, it's hard to get that wing up. And sometimes it collapses on one side, sometimes it just doesn't want to go up. But a fully inspected and fixed wing with with new lines, man, it's amazing. I agree. Jim.
I'm thinking that I'm going to probably do that every year from now on, because just to bring it right back into spec, because 2 years it was out far enough that it was inefficient or inefficient. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. How many people out there have their wing inspected by a professional every year, or do you just do it yourself? That's something that I would like to know in the super chat. Tim, I know that we said that we were just going to hang out with you for an hour, and we're rolling up on an hour right now. So once again, how do we get up with you as far as finding you on Facebook, and when is the fly-in? How much does it cost? Tell us once again for all the people that just joined us.
Yeah, the Torchport Air Park fly-in this Memorial Day weekend. Check-ins on the 26th. We'll fly. I mean, you can stay as long as you want, honestly, but there's no cost. No cost to camp, no cost to fly, no cost to participate in the fireworks or anything that we've got going on. The only cost there is the pancake breakfast. If you want to participate on Saturday morning, it's $5. Again, everything goes to charity. We raised over $26,000 last year. We're going to try to push for $30,000 this year. It's just a great event. You can find me on Facebook. Timothy Baise Torchport Air Park is on Facebook. I'd love to have everybody connect on that. You can see all the events that are on that I have on these flyers on Facebook. Love to connect with everybody. I'd love to see more pilots this year and just have a great time.
Excellent. Now, tell us a little bit about the nonprofits that you are supporting and how we can go there to be able to support them.
So I don't know that we have a direct connect right now with the events that we're supporting, but this year we've got Good Samaritan Family Services, the Bel Air Food Pantry, Central Lake Pantry with a food bank, Elk Rapids Cupboard, which is a food bank. So again, where Torchport is at, there's 4 local food banks that we're supporting, and then the East Jordan Valley Teen Center, which troubled teens. I mean, there's so many teens in need right now, fatherless, broken families, and our teens need to be raised in a better way. So we're supporting those 5 again this year, and again, goal is $30,000.
Excellent. So if we can't find those around your area, can we donate to you or to your particular charity? And if so, how do we do that?
Yeah, so homelessangels.org. That is the that's what everything is that we run everything around, and that's the 2 homeless shelters that we run in the middle of the state. So homelessangels.org is one of them. And then I've got Harvest House Ministries is another one. Either one of those 2 come to the same place.
Okay. Now, when you raise money for these and it's for the fly-in, what do you do at the event that helps support or help raise the money for the homelessangels.org?
So during these fly-ins, we don't raise anything for the Homeless Angels. It all goes to these 5 local events up here in northern Michigan. Homeless Angels is the whole other thing that we've got going on downstate with the homeless shelters. Or if you happen to pick up a copy of my book, that will go to the Homeless Angels.
Okay, so the pancake breakfast, your book, is there any other ways that we can donate to help with the shelters or anything that you're involved in as far as your nonprofits?
In terms of, cash contributions, or in terms of if you're in the area and you want to come out and serve food?
Oh, there you go. That's awesome. So we can actually go there and actually help you with your fly-ins, and that can help with raising money or just helping with the fly-ins themselves?
Yeah, I mean, again, if somebody wants to come and out this Memorial Day weekend and just help us serve or help us park cars or whatever it is, that's if somebody just wants to volunteer their time for this weekend, you can absolutely do it. Or, you know, with the charities that we've got going on, if somebody's in the Lansing area on a Sunday and they want to go and help us serve on a food truck, you know, to homeless in the Lansing, Michigan area, you can absolutely do that. So there's lots of volunteer opportunities that we create throughout the entire year.
That is really awesome. So let's say that somebody wants to help volunteer. Do they get up with you, or what would be the best way to get up with you as far as volunteering?
Yeah, probably you can absolutely get a hold of me, or if anybody looks up on Facebook, my wife Tracy, Tracie, Tracy Baise. You know, she coordinates a lot of that for both the Homeless Angels and this event as well.
It's really awesome. You guys are doing so much for the community, not only the paramotor community, but your community around you. And I'm impressed, totally impressed with everything that you've done. You're an amazing person, you and your wife.
Well, we appreciate it. Again, I mean, it's not us. I mean, we want to give credit where credit is due, and we think that it's just something that it's, I mean, we're supposed to give back. I mean, I want to help any and everybody we can.
Absolutely. Well, Timothy, you and your wife, Tracy, are amazing people. Before we go, I just want to double check. Is there any other questions in the super chat or panel before we let Tim go and get back to all this fun stuff that he does over there at Torchport?
Yeah, City Fly was asking about the cost of inspection.
I think that the cost of inspection is between $175 and $200 for getting your wings inspected. There's many different places that do wing inspections. Cloud9 is another one, and there's more out there. So I would do a search for paragliding inspections and see if there's somebody that's close to you, get recommendations from your friends and other paramotor pilots and see who recommends who, but they're right around $175 to $200 for an inspection. That's inspection for the porosity. They also take one of the A-lines and they stretch it until it breaks on a machine that tells you, you know, how much pressure it takes, and then they replace that A-line, and then they'll let you know, hey, this is what we found. We found a small hole here. We replaced it. We've done this. We fixed this. We think that you probably need something else, and they'll tell you exactly what needs to be done, and then you can authorize it or not authorize it and just get inspected once a year.
Right. So the 175 is for the inspection, or 175 to 200. But if you need stuff, like if you need new lines, that's extra cost, right?
Yes, absolutely. Everything's extra, but it's usually not too much. Like a line is about $25. You can get panels replaced. You can get rips and tears, you know, professionally taped so it stays on better than my taping. So don't ask me to tape your wing because it probably won't stay on very well. No, I'm kidding. But I'm just saying, professionals, they do this for a living. So if you need your wing taken care of, definitely look for professionals that will take care of your wing. $175 to $200 for an annual inspection.
Tony's asking a weird question. I don't know. He just said, can you have firearms at this fly-in?
I mean, can you?
If you have arms and they're on fire, you have firearms, but I think that's,
I guess so.
I just don't know why you would need weapons at a fly-in.
I'm not sure I want to go to a fly-in where Tony's going to be. I don't know. I'm nervous, dude.
Tony,
Oh, he's not so bad. He's not so bad.
Tony, what are we talking about, brother? Are you talking about getting your arms on fire so you have some firearms, or is this a joke? Tell us what's going on, man. But any other questions in Super Chat? Any questions from our panel for Mr. Tim before we let him go?
An honor meeting, man. Thanks for
Outstanding. Yes, thank you
Thank
so much,
you.
Timothy. We definitely appreciate you. I wish I was able to go. Unfortunately, my wife and I have planned a cruise on the first 2 weeks of June this year, and I'm not going to be able to go to yours, unfortunately. There's another couple, you know, fly-ins that I wanted to go to, but I won't be able to, so I really apologize. But I will get up with you later on, and hopefully, Tim, I'll be able to come up there sometime this year just to hang out.
Yeah, man, that'd be great. Again, thanks for having me, and hopefully this brought some awareness and we can do some good things.
Thank you, Tim. Thank you so
Yes,
much for
Steve.
your time. Looking forward to meeting you and Tracy.
See you in a
And,
couple weeks, right?
Yeah, be safe, and I'll pray for good weather, and it's going to be a blast. So cool.
Absolutely. All right.
Spinning wheel? Or did we
Thanks.
forget that?
Well, oh yeah, real quick, a thumbnail.
Yeah, thumbnail, spinning wheel.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, we almost forgot. So don't go nowhere, Tim. We got to do a thumbnail real quick.
Oh my gosh.
Wow. We're slipping a little bit. We had too much.
Too much fun. Are you ready?
Ready when you are, buddy.
2, 3. Got it.
I purposely was keeping my eyes open so I didn't blink.
So, my gosh, so mesmerized by the whole torch thing. Usually I'm the first one to take my glasses off, and then when you said, I'm like, oh my gosh.
I know, it's after 8 o'clock already. I mean, my goodness, we're going to be doing the spinning wheel in just a moment. So, Tim, thank you again so much. We definitely
Thanks,
appreciate
Tim.
you, brother.
All right. Thanks again. We'll see you guys soon.
All right, see you guys.
Thank you.
All right, so ready for the spinny wheel? Will, are you ready for the spinny wheel?
Indeed, I am.
We got, how many people do we have today on the spinny wheel, sir? And Miss Linda, do you want to say hello to everybody on this spinny wheel? I love that it's a spinny wheel.
I would
22.
love to.
We have 22.
22
Right.
peeps.
Nice. Oh,
And-
look who's on the spinning wheel. That's so cool.
And
Ah, I love that. Thanks, Will. That is so cool.
now, you know, guys, if you're watching this, the only way this thing will start to
Take a
spin is
picture
if
of
the
that.
thumbnails, if you get the likes going. You got to give us some likes to get this spin to go. So as Linda's saying hello to everybody, please make sure you give us those thumbs up, because that really helps the
we go.
spinny wheel spin.
Cool. Then I can show Robert. That's cool. Okay. Back to business here. All right. Welcome, chatters. We got Shane's Planet Shane, Kramer, John Wayne, the other Nick, Tony Marzano, Angela Preslick, Mark Grishner, Flying Flamingo, Jade, my love, Tanya Rush, Shannon Brooks, Bonnie Franz, hey girlfriend, James, we got Greg Laney, Dewey Milstead, Dweezy, Gary Simons, Eric PPG, look at her. The man, the legend, the myth. Anyway, Michael Jasper, Jeremy, hey Jeremy, Brian France, Fly, Michigan PPG, Mr. Cotter, and Ryan R. Rides, and CT Fly. Good luck, everybody.
We are spinning the wheel twice today, and we are going to be giving away a paraglidingtalk.com sticker along with a bunch of other stickers. Don't worry, there's going to be a ton of stickers in this. And we're also going to be giving away a jbppg.com gas mirror and some stickers from JBPPG. So if you ever wondered how much gas you have in your gas tank and you need a mirror, guess what? You might be able to win one of these things. They're absolutely awesome from jbppg.com and also from paraglidingtalk.com. With Anderson's amazing son at paraglidingtalk.com on Thursdays.
Yes. I get to give him a big hug tomorrow. I'm so excited.
Really awesome.
Right.
So how many likes do we have? Is it going to be able to spin the wheel? We got 13. So it might be able to spin. We need a couple more. Anybody able to pop us a couple more likes to help this spinning wheel?
All right.
There they go. Likes help, likes help. Thank you guys so much. Did you get Daniel Roosh in the house? I just saw him. I need a new mirror.
Yeah, he's on the,
In there.
Yeah,
on the
he's-
wheel.
Excellent.
He's in
Excellent.
there.
Eric Clear, what's up, buddy? Bonnie Franz, what's up, girl? Hey, you know what, Bonnie and Brian, I need to come up there as soon as I can when I get back from our trip, so we can do some flying up there. Hope you guys have a good time at Torchport.
I know I get to finally meet them.
They are
He's gonna,
awesome.
It's gonna be
They
my
are
video. She's gonna take
awesome.
video of me flying. Yes. It'll be super fun.
All right, if we got plenty of likes and the wheel's gonna spin,
All
then
right.
that will be awesome. Hey, Bonnie and Brian, give me a call or text tomorrow. I got some things to yap at you about. All righty. What do you think, Will? Is there enough likes to spin the wheel?
Yeah, we got 17. I think so.
All right.
Yeah.
And if you believe that's good, then go ahead, shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. And we'll have
Right.
Fair Mom say go.
Go spin Lindy and spin Lindy on the spinny.
I'm gonna go with the other Nick.
You're not spinning. We don't see it spin.
It's having a
I
hard
am spinning.
I hear it.
time spinning on
Well.
his screen.
So
Here.
apparently my computer sucks. So you're gonna have to take my word for
Here.
this.
You know
If it's
what?
the other Nick.
That's so
boy, I'm
weird.
screwed.
You know, it is rigged now, isn't it? Because it's on Brian Franz.
You should ask for donations. Maybe you get you. Yeah, ask for donations.
James Planet Shane, Michael Jasper, Deweese Milstead, Tony Marzano's coming up next, followed by Greg Laney.
That's so weird that it won't spin.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. And it's gonna be Greg Laney. Congratulations, Greg
I
Laney.
like that.
All right, Greg Laney, you have won a
Congratulations.
paraglidingtalk.com stickers along with Run Into the Sky stickers, USPPA, some Care PPG stickers, and all the other stickers I can find, which are massive amount of stickers. You're going to be loaded up. All I need you to do is help me out by sending me a self-addressed stamped envelope to the address down below. It says Run Into the Sky. That's our nonprofit organization. This is part of that nonprofit. And to help us out with stamps and sending out all these free things, we just need your help in sending out a self-addressed stamped envelope. And we're also going to be sending you a raffle ticket because we are also giving away a free reserve from APCO Aviation. So if you want a free reserve, we're going to be doing a raffle. All donations, obviously, if that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to raise some
Donations.
for nonprofit. So please send us some donations to the same thing. Every $5 that you send us, you get another raffle ticket. So you want 100 raffle tickets? Just send us a couple bucks. We'll hook you up. And we definitely appreciate everything that you do for Run to the Sky, the nonprofit, helping disabled veterans, helping people get into the sky, run into the sky, and adaptive gear for people that have gone through school and are pilots and are disabled veterans. All the information is down below. So thank you, Greg Laney. Just send me a self-addressed stamp.
Congratulations, Greg.
And we definitely appreciate you guys. All right, the next one is going to be a gas mirror stickers and some other fun things from jbppg.com. He is helping us out by making all sorts of really cool merch. And we are going to be not only spinning this, but let us know after you win what the code is. Now, don't put the code in just yet, because we're going to spin this until the person that wins it knows the code from last week. Oh no, there we go.
Uh-oh.
Spin when you're ready. Oh, okay, we can't spin. Oh,
Right.
it's working now.
You know what? I unchecked optimize video.
What? That's crazy.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's going to be really interesting.
I'll
It's
say the
choppy,
other
but
day.
it's spinning. I can see it now.
I'm gonna say fly my PPG.
Good Linda doing her barrel rolls.
I know, right? So remember, if you win, type in the code from last week. Don't type it in now because you might give it away for the person that wins. And we're going to keep on spinning this until someone puts in the code that wins.
Who's it gonna be?
I was close the
close.
other Nick, but I don't think you're gonna make it, brother.
Michael Jasper.
Yeah.
And if it's Michael Jasper, I think I got your, yeah, I do. I still got your self-addressed stuff right here. So, Michael Jasper, if you know the code from last week, type it in the super chat.
Mixing it up a bit, making it a little more challenging, huh?
Yeah, absolutely. But we did get a self-addressed stamped envelope from Michael Jasper. Definitely appreciate you, buddy. And you'll be getting raffle tickets and everything else by the end of the month. We're making sure that we get a bunch of people in, and then we're going to be sending out all of your stickers and raffle tickets at the end of the month, right before I go on my cruise. All right. Did they say hello and they know what the code is?
Not yet.
Not
Nope.
yet. Come on, Michael Jasper. Yeah, Michael Jasper is there. Are you there?
What's the time limit?
Well, there's a slight lag, obviously, so we'll wait. Michael Jasper, yeah, but I don't
Yeah,
remember.
but-
Oh, Michael, sorry, buddy. Don't worry, I'll still send you, a bunch of stuff. Don't worry about that. I'll send you even more stickers in this before the end of the month. All right, let's go ahead and spin again. And this is for the gas mirror and stickers from jbppg.com. James has been really awesome helping us out with mugs and all sorts of really cool things to be given away and to be selling so we can make donations for Run Into the Sky, our nonprofit organization. It's a 501c3. Anything that you send us is 100% tax deductible. And we definitely appreciate
Oh, so close.
everybody here. Oh, it looks like it
Oh,
might be
oh,
Eric
oh,
Lear.
Oh, Eric, what? What?
Eric is like, Jade, what is the code?
Right.
Yeah, it looks like it is gonna be Eric.
Discrimination against AAD.
All right, Eric Lear.
Every
Do
time
you
it does that, it
know-
makes me want to throw my cowboy hat up in the air, you
You
know?
should do it. Why don't you? You should do that. That would be awesome.
Like when you're riding on your horse. Yeah.
Eric Lear. Eric PPG Lear. All right.
All right.
Eric Lear, you got the code.
No
No idea. Oh no.
Oh,
Eric, if you would just send us a self-addressed stamped envelope to the address down below in there, and I will send you out some fun stuff regardless. Thank you, Eric Lear, for playing
The spinny wheel.
the spinny wheel.
The
I love how he puts the
Wheel.
spinning wheel. I mean, that's just incredible.
spinny wheel.
It's this little. This is his thing. Just like this is his spinny wheel, and this is Linda's show.
Yeah, this is.
That's right.
I'm just here talking, yapping my gums.
Yeah, since it's Linda's show, she wants me to show a video in a
Just
second.
a short one. Yeah.
Sure,
All right, James.
absolutely.
Make North Carolina proud, dude.
Brian Franz, are you going to win something again?
I think it's going to be James.
James, all right, buddy. Congratulations, James. Do you know the code from last week? If you do, we're going to hook you up, brother. Look at Greg Laney.
Greg, you're funny.
Yeah.
All right, James, do you know? This is always fun, though. It's always fun when we do these shows. You know, this is something I really enjoy doing. You know, it's great to be able to hang out with all you guys talking about paramotors. We're going to be able to do some amazing things in the future with Run Into the Sky, ClearPropTV, and of course Paramotor Arkansas. What does it say? Well, you don't have Paul on the wheel, so rigged. Uh-oh.
Yeah, just for that, I'm gonna take Tony off the wheel and replace it with Paul.
So off the will or wheel? I'm not quite sure how we. All
Yeah.
right. James,
Okay.
Is James still there?
James, do you know the code? I'll give you another second or so, then we're gonna have to spin the will again. So who's all going to Torchport?
Me.
I know, right? Gosh, I really want to go. I really do.
I'd have to fly up there, and then I wouldn't be able to fly once I got there because I'm not putting anything like that on the plane. That ain't happening.
All right, let's go ahead and spin it again. James, if you do want something, just send a self-addressed stamped envelope to the address down below. And don't worry, I will send you out some cool stuff.
It's actually taking people off the wheel when they win,
Oh,
too.
that's good. Was that like on your advanced settings or something underneath something?
On
Or
the
what?
settings, the
Oh,
customization.
okay. Well, good.
I remembered it.
It's Memorial Weekend, John Wayne,
I know.
26th through the 30th, I do believe.
Yeah, he said 26th to the 30th at Torchport. This is the third year?
Yep.
This is the third year? Okay. All right. Who's going to win this one? Ryan rides. You know, Ryan knows this. I'm sure he knows this. Ryan, just let us know
It's
what the
still
code
moving.
is. Huh?
It's still moving.
Ryan rides.
All right, Sean.
Kind of see how that works. Ryan, all you
Right.
gotta do is let us know the
Congratulations.
code in the super chat. And you win a really cool gas mirror from jbppg.com.
Boop, boop.
Pass it to the next, please, he says. So it's
All right.
another spin.
All right, spinning it again. Ryan, if you want, just let me know. Send us a self-addressed stamped envelope, obviously, and we will send you out some cool stuff. Matter of fact, we still got your vinyl that we're going to be giving away soon in the future. So Ryan made some really cool ClearProp vinyl that we're going to be giving away in the future. So we definitely appreciate Ryan and everything he does for the sport and for the show. Who is going to win this one? I love the spinning wheel, but we might just have to call it at 8:30 because early in the morning we got Butch Fly that might actually live up to his name, Butch Fly.
Flying flamingo. Ooh, it's gonna be
it's
Let's
close.
be close. Flying Flamingo and Deweese.
It's
Deweese.
gonna be Deweese. Flying
Deweese.
flamingo.
And Deweese, we just got your self-addressed stamped envelope in the mail also. So we'll be definitely sending you some cool stuff.
Yay, congratulations.
Since it's obviously rigged for Deweese.
Ha.
Deweese, if you're in the house,
You're still awake, Deweese?
wake up, wake up.
That's like the coolest spinny wheel ever. Spinny
Oh, you're
wheel.
just saying that because you're on it.
That's right. That's right. You got good taste on those.
I don't
those
see nothing
spinny
but
wheels
hair on
tonight.
there. I don't.
Deweese Milstead, paramotorwoman.com. Paramotorwoman.com. Do you know the code? If you do, let us know in the super chat, and you win a really cool gas mirror, some stickers from jbppg.com.
You made
There
some
you
nice
go.
stuff.
Hey, my birthday's on Wednesday.
Oh, happy early birthday.
Yeah,
Thank
Happy
you.
birthday.
Thank
Fly us
you.
a late
Thank
birthday
you.
present then.
Thank
Hey,
you.
you know what we're gonna have to do? We're gonna have to sing happy birthday to you really quick.
Mm-hmm.
So during the next spin, let's go ahead and sing happy birthday to you.
Yes.
All right, Deweese, do you know the code? Bad
There we
apples,
go.
winner, winner, chicken
Yes.
dinner.
Thank goodness.
She wins more stuff. I tell you, she must rig this or something. I don't know what happens. All right, let's go ahead and sing happy birthday to Linda. Ready?
You guys.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Linda.
I love it.
Happy birthday to you and many more. Much love.
Thanks. Much love. Much love. I
Much
love my
love.
panel. You guys are
Oh,
awesome.
Forever 29. I know. I love it too.
That's right. Got
Yeah.
that right.
All right, let's see if
Forever.
we can get
Yes.
this going here.
All right. What we got, Mr. Scuba Steve?
This is.
And if you would,
Linda's-
just go ahead and
I
kill
don't think
that.
there's any
Yeah,
music.
That's
kill the
me
sound.
up in the air.
Kill the sound, would you please?
Okay.
Thank you very much. What we got here?
This is Linda in her tandem flight.
What?
Yeah, this was her only flight so far. So whatever you see the camera kind of pointing at, that'll be Linda in the air.
So Jade, this
Jade
is
was live doing
Yeah,
this.
Jade took this
This is Jade?
video.
okay.
But this is
Yeah.
Torchport, so y'all can see how big the runway is and the big Bermuda Triangle he's got cut out over there.
Hi, Leslie.
I bet you she's watched this video so many times because I've done the same thing on my first.
I can't. Every time I watch it, I get really choked up. I get really excited, especially the part when I'm coming down, I'm coming back on the field, and I'm just like, you can hear me yelling all the way down the field, you know, as we're landing.
Yeah, let's skip ahead a little bit.
So you can, if you can forward it a little bit, yeah, you'll see me come in. Is that
Yeah.
me right there? You'll see me right
I
in.
think that's you up there, but that's not where you're coming in. Let's see if we can get.
So as the video's going, Linda, tell us a little bit about what goes on Thursday nights.
We have paraglidingtalk.com with your host, Robert Michaels, who's my awesomest son. And we talk paragliders. Sometimes we talk paramotors, but most of the time paragliders, and usually has some pretty cool, there I come, has some pretty cool guests on there. Sometimes he's got instructors or whatnot. And yeah, we kind of learn different things from the paragliding view and all that. So you gotta catch a show on Thursday nights, every Thursday night. Jump in the chat, and yeah, it's fun. We always have a good time. So when you see me landing, then you can kind of put the sound on because you hear me yelling when I'm coming down. So here I
Is
come.
that it? All right, let me back it up just a little bit.
That's the only part because it cracks me up because I come down and yeah, see there I am because it goes around. I go around that guy with the wing there. See me. I'm coming in.
And
It
you're
was
going to
so-
be doing this again
was-
this year, huh?
It was, yep, it was so beautiful. The oh my gosh, the flight. It was just so awesome. And I was just up there yelling. I'm up there yelling, I did it, I did it, I did it. I kept yelling that. It was just like, see, I watch you hear me yelling. If you don't get teary-eyed watching this, every time I watch it, and I couldn't even get out of the seat. I was so excited.
That is so awesome.
was it? I did it. I did it. You did it.
I couldn't even see every time I watch it. I just get so emotional.
Yes. I'm
But seriously, it changed my life.
Good job. Okay, all you gotta do is get your arms out.
I think that paramotoring definitely changes everyone's life. I think that's why, you know, this sport is growing so much.
And you know, and
Proud of you.
the,
You did
the
a great
support,
job.
the support that I had, you know,
Huge from me.
that I have from everybody, just
What did you think?
meant so much to me.
What'd you think?
It was just so cool.
Proud of myself. This is like huge. Poor Eric.
Oh, yeah.
I was like screaming in his ear the whole time. We can hear you way up there.
Oh, he probably had a mouthful of hair the entire time.
Probably. Probably. Everybody was, I'm telling you, yeah, you can turn it off. It's okay.
All right.
But everybody was laughing and everybody was laughing and crying. And it was just, that's the paramotor, you know, that's para family right there, you know,
Yes.
that everybody's so supportive of what, you know,
Yeah.
of each other and what you do and everything. And yeah, truly that day meant so much to me, as you know, because I talk about it all the time. But I want to encourage, okay, I'm going to be 68 in a couple of days or whatever. So I look at, you're never too old to try new things, and just do it, you know, just do it. I didn't even let the age thing get in the way or whatever. Because life's too short, you know, just get up there and do it. So
My last two students were 70 and 75.
see? Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And it's so easy. Just sit down in the seat, they buckle you in, you put your helmet on, everything, those fancy gwancy goggles, and you go. And you're up, before you know it, you're up in the air. It's a rush. Going across that field, I was like yelling like the whole time, you know.
Yeah.
As we went up in the air, it was cool.
Oh yeah, then you feel the wheels come off the ground. You're like, whoa, we're in there.
I know. So I think they thought that I was just going to stay up there 5 minutes, you know, but as she's talking the video, she's like trying to talk to Eric or whatever. And she's like, well, nope, it doesn't look like Linda's coming down yet. So I think I was up there for a good 15, 20 minutes easily.
Yeah, you should have told Eric before I hope you filled this thing up.
Yeah, no,
Do that this
exactly.
time. When you go, I hope you filled this thing up.
Yeah. Hope you're listening, Eric. So anyway, thanks for sharing that. Thanks for watching it, everybody. Appreciate it. I know you know, that's me. So now see, when I go on my next tandem, now I'll have new stuff to show on all over Facebook.
There you go.
That's really
Anyway.
awesome. Well, congratulations, Linda. That's awesome. And happy early birthday. I can't wait to see your new flying stuff. Will needs to get out of here. So I
Yeah.
think that we need to wrap this up. Butch needs to get some sleep for tonight for his big day tomorrow.
And I gotta be out the door. at
Good
4
luck,
o'clock.
Butch. I hope you make it in the air. It is definitely life-changing, which I know you and Sean have been working together for a while now, and y'all got this whole bond thing
Yes,
going, which
Butch.
is awesome. And I can't wait to see you in the air, brother.
Me
Thank
too.
you.
I'm excited
Thank
for
you.
you. I'm excited for you, Butch. That's going to be quite a day to celebrate. I'll tell you what.
Oh
You
yeah.
do
Yes,
it.
ma'am.
Absolutely.
Thank you all.
Yes.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Scoop.
Mhm.
All right, Mr. Will, we'll go ahead and let you go first since you
Thanks, Will.
need to get. Will Fly, he definitely helps us out a lot over here. Not only is he part of the nonprofit, he's one of the directors. He actually helps us out with the treasurer. He's the treasurer for the nonprofit. He helps us out over here on the show. He's the Spinny Will. W-I-L-L. He's a spinning wheel guy. He helps us out a lot. So Will, thank you so much for everything you do on the scenes, behind the scenes. I don't think anybody will ever know what you do. So I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart, sir.
You bet, man. And don't forget the first annual Fly It for Gauge fly-in down in Bowling Green, Florida, June 8th through the 11th. It's going to be awesome.
That's coming up fast too.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
so fast. The months are just flying by now. It's like, whoa.
Yes. Hey, good
Spring,
luck,
summer.
Butch.
And
Good luck, Butch.
Thank you, Will.
and Happy
Yes.
birthday.
Good luck, Butch.
Thank
Thanks,
you,
Will.
man.
Appreciate you, buddy.
Good night.
Thanks,
All right.
Will.
All right, so you find Will Fly at willflyppg.com and his awesome videos. If you haven't gone there yet, definitely go there and check it out. I also got Scuba Steve. Scuba Steve does a podcast every Friday night also. Tell us a little bit about that, sir.
I wouldn't say it's a podcast, but it is a live YouTube stream that I do every Friday, 8 to 10 Eastern Standard Time, where I do a lot of stuff to do with vaping. And then I also talk somewhat about paramotors, especially if I've had a flight recently, then I'm going to talk about it. So that's probably what's going to come up this week. I don't know. I had
How
something.
many, how many flights do you have under your belt now?
Now, it's funny you say that. I had 3.
Right.
Now I'm at 5.
Wow.
And I'm counting because I'm not counting like touch and goes that I did. I'm only because I did 3 touch and goes in a row on this on my 4th or 5th flight. So I count like if I drop the wing all the way down and I have to go back out and reset up, that's another flight. So I got 2 flights in about a week or so ago. Yeah.
So you got 5 flights with how many touch and goes?
I think it was either 3 or 4 touch and goes, and all the touch and goes went so good. I was lucky that I had a really steady 10-mile-an-hour wind coming right at me. So I literally just sat down and took right back off. It was the easiest touch and goes I think you can get. Just land. I didn't even turn my motor off, which that's the first time I've landed with my motor on. So, and the reason I did that is because this LZ has a hill. So you have to kind of get up. Oh, you have to go over power lines, then down, and then up a little hill. So I made sure I got over the hill, and then I came down and landed, and then I just took right back off. It was amazing to land on my feet. That was my first feet landings also. So that was great.
But first feet, like because you normally do wheel launch or because you?
No, because I normally slide in. How you doing? Safe. Yeah. I was, it's not Kyle's fault. I think there was a slight delay on the Bluetooth. When he said flare, by the time I heard him say flare, I was already pretty much scrubbing the ground. So that first landing I ever did, I hit the ground and went back up in the air and then came down and kind of fell over from. But that was, the 3rd flight was the first flight on that wing. But now that I've let my tremors out, it's like night and day, man. Now the wing comes in at a decent enough speed where when I flare, it's working. It didn't work before. This time it was like, oh, I can feel it now. And I was like, okay. And I just flared. It worked perfect.
So you had your trims all the way in when you first?
Yeah, when I flew the 3rd time, my trims were all the way in and there was like no wind. And when I came in, I was literally almost hovering. And when I didn't even expect the ground, I'm like, what in the world? I just had no flare. I pulled and nothing happened. And I'm like, what's going on? But yeah, with that wind that I had on my last couple flights, everything just clicked, man. All the flaring, everything worked perfect. I should have stayed and flew all day, but we had to get back.
Well, congratulations on that. Can't wait to see some video.
Oh, yeah. We got a flying coming the 17th. Well, not Bad Apples. I know everybody thinks it's Bad Apples, but I'm going to be going to Soar the Shore, which is very similar landscape to Torchport, because we got a bay and a ocean side on either side of the eastern shore. So we get water on both sides too. So it'll be cool.
Okay. Well, excellent. Can't wait to see that over at paramotordude.com. Awesome.
Dude.com.
Butch, you got a YouTube channel that you just created also. Tell us a little bit about that, and how do we get to your new YouTube channel?
PPG Butch, Fly Butch Fly, Butch Fly.
So if we go to ppgbutch.com, it forwards over to your YouTube channel.
YouTube. Yes.
And then you got a Facebook page that you made, Fly Butch Fly PPG.
Yes, sir.
Gotcha.
Cool.
Yeah.
So you're also on Facebook, so we can find you at Fly or Butch Fly. That's your main page for yourself. And then you made Fly Butch Fly PPG for your shenanigans.
Yep.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Can't wait to see all that fun stuff. You've been doing some really awesome kiting. Your kiting skills are amazing. I wish I had time to upload all this stuff, but man, it's been so busy getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning, training all day and coming home late at night. I don't even have time to say hello to my puppy dogs. Don't have time to hug and squeeze my wife. It's been a lot of time out there, but I think that you're good. I think that we're ready to do something fun.
Yes. I got an amazing teacher.
Well, I got an amazing student.
There you go.
There you go. There
Awesome.
you go.
Thank you.
Well, you guys are amazing. Thank you again so much. We definitely appreciate you. You can always find me at
everybody.
iFly PP. What? Oh, I'm sorry. You can always find me at iflyparamotors.com. You can find me, I'm PPG Grandpa, so you can find me at ppggrandpa.com. Search for PPG Grandpa's Paramotor Podcast. If this is the first time you've listened to a podcast, we are out there. This is our 4th year, and our 5th year is going to be rolling up here in about half a year. Do you believe that? In half a year?
No, so exciting.
Time to
Everybody like and subscribe, please.
absolutely like and
Donate.
subscribe.
It does help. Please donate. It does help.
Absolutely. Yeah, and like Butch said, you know, one of the things that we're doing without the donations, we wouldn't be able to train Butch or get his wing, get his paramotor, get his trike. You know, he's staying with us while he's over here to save some money. We've been feeding him, and he's been an amazing guest and amazing student. And I just like can't wait to see him get up in the air because he's been working so hard. And the way to help out is to help us out with sending us some donations to the address down below. Send us a self-addressed stamped envelope with your address, because not only will we receive that wonderful donation to help people in the future, but also we'll be sending you a ton of stickers and other fun things for absolutely free, because we love to send things out also. All right.
Thank you.
A wonderful day. God bless.
Everybody.
And hope everybody has some blue skies to go run into the sky.
Amen.
Peace out. See you next week.